Alright, wow. It just tried to quick load. Alright, welcome back to Xenonauts 2. Hopefully I have the right save right now because I was playing last night and I got pretty far, but I didn't manually save. So I think I I think I opened the right one. Let's hit. Okay, alien alloys. My preliminary analysis of the recovered alien equipment suggests widespread use of previously unknown metallic substance. The super heavy element is clearly artificial in origin, being far too massive to occur naturally. It is fundamentally unstable in its natural form and thus only ever encountered as an alloy. The properties of these alloys vary dramatically based upon the constituent metals. Would appear to range from truly remarkable levels of strength to more exotic behaviors such as superconductivity. This likely occurs because the nucleus of each atom is so large that the orbiting electrons are approaching light speed. Hence, the element is governed not only by the established rules of classical physics, but by the bizarre possibilities of quantum mechanics. One suspects we will find many of these alien alloys as research continues. However, given we lack the technology to synthesize them ourselves, you will need to scavenge whatever possible from our foes. Sightings of diminutive extraterrestrials with pallid gray skin and oversized black eyes are a common thread among eyewitness reports of alien activity. It appears we may have encountered the culprits. The Secton stands less than 5 feet tall and possesses substantially less muscle mass than the average human adult. Their physiology is nonetheless fascinatingly similar to our own, with a mammalian circulatory system and largely recognizable internal organs. The head contains the most significant differences. The brain is relatively large and has a distinct, unfamiliar structure, while the eyes are at least 3 times the size of a human equivalent. Unsurprisingly, this grants Sectons excellent vision. The mouth is present, but is underdeveloped and hidden below several folds of skin. The teeth suggest omnivorous diet, yet no food is present in the stomach. Instead, a number of metal ports are dotted around the spine. However they evolved, it appears these creatures now receive their nutrition directly into their bloodstream. Battlefield reports suggest Sectons can cover ground quickly, but are generally weak combatants, with average accuracy and reflexes and otherwise poor physical attributes, yet they also become markedly more formidable when encountered in groups, somehow placing their shots with unerring accuracy whenever a fellow Secton is nearby. Oh, that's interesting to know. Though these creatures should not be underestimated, one nonetheless suspects that we will encounter rather more deadly extraterrestrials in due course. 45 health, 80 time units, 50 accuracy, strength, psionic triangulation. Nice. Oh, cool. Okay, so it does have the hover tooltip. Maintain strong psionic connection with one another that appears to allow them to share sensory input. If 2 Sectons are within 8 tiles of one another, they gain plus 50 accuracy. Holy shit. This will immediately be cancelled if either of the Sectons is suppressed or killed. The psionic triangulation is active. The Secton will have visibly glowing eyes. Alright, sweet. Negative 10% hit chance to their shot. Ah, nice. Good for them. Got good reflexes. Shitty bravery. Alright, sweet. Sign a research project. Oh, we're still doing combat vehicles. Still building everything. Stores, armory. Okay, we're still building one more of those. We already lost somebody, so I think the armor might be pretty important. Alright, let's hit it. Alright, our engineers at Bikini Bottom, I forgot I named it that, have completed work on the Defender armor. No further engineering work is queued. Alright, what do we have? About $1 million. Maybe... we could construct a new base. How much does it cost? 750 grand. Damn, dude. So if I put it out here, I could eventually get all of Greenland, a good portion of North America. I would probably get more landmass in general. I went up into Russia. I don't know that I have the funds to build everything else that I need in there, though. So let's just wait. Alright, Mars Combat Platform. Robotic. They're immune to stun damage, gas damage, any kind of morale effect, including psionics. However, unlike biological units, they are vulnerable to EMP damage, which is a particularly deadly form of damage that completely bypasses armor. Stun weapons inflict EMP damage alongside stun damage. They're usually very effective at killing robotic units. Headlights which illuminate all tiles in the vision cone, making it useful for scouting during night missions. Crushing weight. The sheer weight of this unit allows it to crush walls and terrain objects simply by moving through them. Well, that's kind of cool. 5 grand upkeep, though. Mechanical Armed Reconnaissance System is a remote control armored vehicle small enough to be carried inside a dropship. Faster, tougher, and better armed than any soldier, would be a worthy addition to our tactical teams. This vehicle is designed primarily for scouting work, combat, and highly mobile. It can advance in front of your soldiers to sight enemies and draw out Overwatch fire. Given its strong armor and relatively rugged construction, it is significantly more resilient to alien weapons than the average human. When it does encounter enemies, Mars usually has 2 methods of dealing with them. The more mundane option is the auto fire, a little more than a standard infantry rifle with a high capacity magazine and better recoil stabilization. The other option is the rocket pod mounted atop the vehicle. Though the Mars can only carry 6 rockets into battle, each of these is tipped with a powerful incendiary warhead that will demolish almost all terrain within its sizable blast radius. Though it only deals mediocre damage against enemy units, it is effective at breaking their armor. Additional weapon variants are also available should you wish to experiment further. Finally, note that the Mars is heavy enough to be used to smash through most walls and cover objects as if they were not there. This is obvious tactical utility in itself, but a canny commander can also use the ability to create paths for nearby soldiers to use. And a sentry gun. Although I shall refrain from commenting on the rather pathetic attempt to defend our previous facility from the cleaners, I nonetheless thought it prudent to bolster our defensive options. One hopes such efforts may help avoid a repeat of prior failures. Thus I present the sentry gun, an affordable and robust vehicle intended specifically for protecting our bases. Being a far simpler design than the Mars, it is significantly faster and cheaper to manufacture, while still retaining most of the combat performance. Much of the simplification arises from the use of wheels for propulsion rather than tracks. This reduces overall cost and complexity while also providing the weapon with an elevated fire position That improves accuracy. The downside of this is that the sentry gun is prone to toppling over when attempting to traverse uneven terrain. It is therefore unsuitable for general combat use and should be used only on the flat concrete floors of our facilities. It makes sentry guns a specialized tool, though perhaps unnecessary. In many situations, these inexpensive vehicles are nonetheless a highly effective way to bolster the defense garrison of a base, particularly when living space is tight. Oh, that's a good point too. Alright, new research. I just build a bunch of armor. Let's go with mag weapons. Unit cost 250,000? Holy shit. Yeah, I gotta wait for our living quarters, I guess. For, research. I mean, the Mars platform... could help my rookies survive. I don't know. We'll get one. 4 days. Drag and drop these. Right click maybe. Attempt to fill any slots currently selected drops with soldiers stationed at the base. Only unassigned soldiers will be used. It will add it to the drop ship in order of rank. How do I add them manually? Heavy steel plating. This is the armor, making it tougher. Ballistic auto rifle. Smoke launcher. Oh, rangefinder. Plan on using it to tank damage more than anything. Okay, I right-clicked. right clicking doesn't send them in. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, the following buildings have finished construction. Got a generator. Great. Our Cleaner Intelligence Hub. The cleaners are using this office as a secret intelligence hub. Raiding this site may allow us to capture more data about their organization. Capture resources. Western Town. Persistent. -10 panic level. You're still good. Man, why are your time units so low? Weight is 15. Take that off. Damn, dude. No, that thing still helped more than it hindered. There we go, that's not too bad. Lots of armor. Well, you only had 42 TU anyway. Your accuracy is kind of shit. Damn, lady. My man's a weightlifter. Can we give them like 2 of these things? No. Got a lot of weight to work with too. Maybe better off as like a heavy. And still 62 time units. This is none too shabby. There we go. That ain't bad. Alright, anybody have any more weight to work with? Alright guys, I think that's everything. Okay, this office building is being used by cleaners to gather and process intelligence. Receiving data from the site should help us to identify and expose the cleaner command and control network. This mission cannot be won by eliminating all enemies. The dropship will lift off automatically once your soldiers have returned to it with sufficient captured data. Capture at least 10 cleaner data items from desks within the target building. Return these items to the dropship and lift off. All Xenonauts are eliminated. Enemy reinforcements will spawn continuously from turn 6. Only items within the dropship will be recovered at mission end. Additional cleaner data will grant further cleaner network progress. It can be sold for $25,000. Okay, Commander, the dropship has touched down. Get in, grab as much data from their computers as possible, and then get back to the dropship. Okay, so maybe this one wasn't the best one to put all that armor on. We won't have long before cleaner reinforcements arrive. You're absolutely sure this building is under cleaner control? Positive. Well, mostly. Too late to back out now, though. Get on with it. Fair enough, dude. Alright, I'm back. I had a text. What do we got here? Heavy. Gotcha, you little bitch. Oh shit. Move up here, scoot and shoot. Oh, the time units is red. What if I... Can't do it no matter what. You got lots of time, units. Nice shot, idiot. Nope, not you, space. Ooh. It's a decent chance. Good fucking God. Can't shoot over this with a grenade launcher? Take that, you little bitch. Okay, well we did that. How many time units does this thing take? Alright, suppressed. Fantastic. One times 3, 36 times 3. Skadoosh. Nice. Was that one of the terminals, I take it? Nope, nope. Space on you. Count? No. Okay, so there's 2 there. Probably 2 here. Oh. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that on you. The fuck? The hell was that? Oh, did someone take Overwatch fire at him? Shit. Oh, that's right, there's smoke there, shit. Probably not a big deal. Your movement sucks, Nikita. I don't know how he didn't see whoever is up there. I mean, holy shit. So what do we need to fire a rocket? We need 40. 34. I don't want to blow up the computer. Oh, you were suppressed. Fuck. God damn it. Son of a bitch. So even shooting gives a chance of reaction fire. Holy fuck. Should have did that first. Damn it. Yeah, we might have to call a mulligan on this first this first run. Yeah, we knew that was coming. There's my little tank. Nice! Okay, so those are pretty useful in the early game. Oh, whoops. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Kind of stupid you have to step around the corner yourself. Shit, forgot about you. You only have 6 health left. Take that, you little bitch. Whoops. Okay, I got a little too cavalier with him. One down here. Oh, is there 2? This guy didn't pass out? Alright, heads up. The first cleaner reinforcements have arrived and there's more coming. Grab whatever you can and get back to the chopper. You didn't have any data sticks, did you? Let's check your corpse on the way out. No data sticks. You have one though. Alright. Have another corpse around here. You have 3. None. We got 2. Okay, well that was rough. Spent 250 grand on a vehicle and then I just let him die. Okay, so I lost Sergeant Conrad, Naomi Mitchell, and my Mars. Man, that was rough. Alright, hey Commander, good work on recovering all this data. I'm still sifting through it, but it looks like you've provided me enough loose threads to begin unraveling the entire cleaner control network. The bad news is that it's a lot harder than I expected. They're using almost a dozen obscure but highly classified government intelligence agencies to disguise their operations and hide their chain of command. Realistically, we need to assume those agencies have been subverted and are fully under alien control. How extraterrestrial influence reaches this deep, I'm not sure, but I certainly don't like the implications. Although digging into classified entities isn't exactly easy, I've seen enough to suggest that we're dealing with potentially thousands of cleaners. They seem to mostly work in small field teams that receive orders and supplies directly from the regional command cell, operating independently of their teams in the area. This structure ensures a captured agent cannot compromise other organizations, but has its own vulnerabilities. Eliminating a command cell would effectively knock out cleaner operations in the entire region. The field teams would be left without orders, starved of supplies, and unable to link up with one another. We don't know the exact location of these regional command cells yet, but once I make enough progress cracking the structure of the cleaner network, it should become obvious. I'll mark them on the geoscape as soon as I have a fix. Ultimately, though, our goal is to find their headquarters. This would give us the opportunity to decapitate their entire organization with a single strike. Probably the only way to put an end to the cleaner threat for good. Progress towards identifying the cleaner network is shown at the bottom of the screen. Capturing additional cleaner data on certain tactical missions will accelerate this process. Alright. Sweet. Alright, mag weapons. There are a variety of different magnetic weapons employed by the extraterrestrials. each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses, but all appear to utilize the same coil gun technology to accelerate their projectiles. The design is relatively straightforward. The barrel contains a linear arrangement of electromagnetic rings which flip polarity as the bullet passes through them, first pulling it towards the ring, then pushing it away. High rates of fire remain possible, as the electronics in the gun can time this process to the microsecond. Aside from their greater muzzle velocity, magnetic weapons thus act much like conventional firearms. This even applies to their ammunition, which bears a striking resemblance to the human equivalents and inflicts almost indistinguishable wounds. I believe this is deliberate. The extraterrestrials almost certainly have access to more deadly weapons than these, as a coil gun is a relatively low-tech solution for a species capable of interstellar travel. One suspects they are sacrificing firepower for subterfuge. Sadly, the aliens have taken precautions to prevent us from turning their own weapons against them. The trigger mechanism is DNA locked to the intended user, something easily defeated in a laboratory, but not on the battlefield. Nonetheless, we have still learned a great deal from studying them. Indeed, it should be relatively straightforward, even by the low standards of our engineering department, to manufacture similar electromagnets from alien alloys and create barrel accelerators that boost the damage of our own firearms. Extra funding? Let's do it. -2 armor per hit. Nice. Range 20 tiles. Man, this thing was useful though. I need to pay more attention to its health though. So, I knocked out a cleaner. In another campaign I was messing around in, when I knocked them out, there was an interrogation thing here, but there must not be one for the cleaners yet. Unless it was the type of mission. I don't know. But in any case, I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.